Morning.
It's the last day.
It really is morning. It's not even 6 o'clock.
The sun's barely coming up over those mountains. We got out early today because it's a long day. Longest day.
Longest day. Last day. Might be the hardest day.
We'll see. Then we're done after this. It's chilly.
It's cool this morning. Yeah,
That's
sure.
not cold ever.
I'm not cold ever. It's a lovely morning.
Yeah. So we got some really high peaks, but supposed to be the most spectacular, I guess, of the stages, or one of the most. So we'll find out. There will be photos. Lots of photos. Rebecca says I can't take photographs because it's going to take us all day to get there, so I think I'll sneak a few in.
But as it's 5:45 a.m., we've got all day to get there.
Yep, we got
So
14 hours before it gets dark, so hopefully we can do 25 kilometers, 20 some odd kilometers in 14 hours. I hope so.
Hope Cathy can do 24 kilometers. So, but it'll be the last day, and then we're all going to go get pedicures.
Right now?
yeah, that's right. Yeah, nothing like a pedicure.
All right.
Bye.
Here we are, we're back in Albania. This is the beginning of our last uphill, I think, of the whole trip. Only about 200 more meters. So we go down 50, back up 50, and that should be it. So we go over these little paths here. Little, I say, is we're surrounded by these mountains. So pretty. It's been a nice, relatively easy hike. I think now our version of easy has changed from day one quite a bit. Mom and Nev are up there waiting for me patiently. Yeah, so then after this it's a downhill for about 11 kilometers, 11 or 12 kilometers into Theth. Going back to the elevation of where normal people live, or closer to it at least, normal people, where most humans live, not up here in these mountains.
Hi, Tuluşum.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Good morning. Took us 2 days to get around to doing this almost. We finished the trek day before yesterday. But the trek about did us in, huh?
Yeah, just about. Last day.
How far did we go the last day? No?
18 miles.
18 miles. And it was like, well, it was kind of like up and then down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like this. It felt like this
Yes.
forever. Down, what was it? How many meters down?
900 and something.
No, more than that.
1,500.
Started at 17 and we ended at 7.
So
So
1,000.
1,000.
1,000 meters down. But it was a hard down because the rocks were real slippery. So every time you had the potential to slide every time you went down, put your foot down. And that was very tiring, and it took 3 hours to get through the hard part of that.
Yeah.
So, but
And it was hot, so hot.
it was
as
hot.
well.
Oh God, it was hot.
it was really
There's no
hot,
breeze.
and there were lots of that part of the trail is really busy with lots of other hikers. Whereas we've been gotten used to being pretty much by ourselves most of the
Yeah,
day, nobody around, and then this part of the hike is near a place where a lot of people just do day hikes, and so there were like groups of people coming through, and it was pretty.
And horses.
And horses, and one horse that wouldn't even go down the trail. It knew how bad it was, so it just ended up staying at the top. It was a pack horse, and they just left it at the top because they couldn't get it to go down the trail. I'm going like, how bad is this trail if a horse won't go down? So yeah, but we made it. We got to Theth. I've heard it pronounced about 80 different ways. Found our guest house and had a delicious family meal.
We were so hungry. That's the thing. We didn't have enough food with us really for that day.
Yes,
We left at 6 o'clock in the morning and we got packed breakfast, but no real lunch. But we had snacks with us, but we really didn't eat a ton.
Not enough food.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For how long that was. So by the time we got to the guest house, they were trying to be all nice and welcome us. We were just like, can we just get to our room, take a shower, and eat? Like, we were just done.
We were
so
really done. Yeah.
over it.
Yeah. So.
And yeah, then we got this huge amount of food, and like everybody that gets this
Devoured
spread, everybody gets the same thing that stays there, and everybody got it. That like nobody finishes it. Like nobody can even get close to finishing it, and we almost did, except for the bread and the burek. We pretty much ate everything else.
Yeah.
Which I told another guest there, and they were just looked at me like in horror, like how could you possibly eat that much food? And I was like, yeah, well, we walked 29 kilometers.
Yeah.
Then they were even more horrified that we walked that far.
Yeah. So, but we made it on time. We slept like logs, and then the host was actually coming here to Schroeder that yesterday. So he charged us 10 euros a piece to drive us to the city, which is where we can catch a bus back to Kruja, where we're staying for a few days. So that worked out really well, and it was a beautiful drive back down here. It was really beautiful.
Over the mountains, and it was just beautiful.
Yeah, and he stopped. He told us not to bring any water. It's that water, and he couldn't speak English, but he indicated that water that we had in our bags was rubbish. We were going to stop for good water on the way, and of course there was this beautiful spring with all these pipes coming out, and it was just delicious cold water we stopped for on the way. It was like some kind of heavenly drink. So we've been now. We arrived here yesterday in Schroeder and had this nice apartment for the night, and now we go to Kruja to kind of rest and rehabilitate ourselves, and that's the end of our Peak of the Balkans hike. We made it despite a few challenges and shortcuts.
Yeah, food challenges along the way, but we did it.
Yeah.
We did it.
High five. Bye.